Hello and welcome back to the Tales from the Age of Men. And if you'd like to check out the mod, there is a link in the description. I'm playing the development build here, and I believe this is also something that you can gain access to through the Patreon. So if you want to do that, you can, of course. Otherwise, we are going to be playing as Gondorians today. Yes, I'm very excited about this. Actually, I'm so excited about this, I'm actually questioning my sanity, because usually I'm not a big fan of playing as human characters. If I have the opportunity to play as a fantasy-based race, for example, you know, Uruks, or elves, or trolls, or ogres, or any number of, you know, fantastical creatures, then I would prefer to play as them. However, I'm actually very excited to play as Gondor here. So, let's see what they're all about. The Gondorians, descendants of the Númenórean exiles, are the proud stewards of the greatest kingdom of men in Middle-earth. Known for their towering stone fortresses and unwavering courage, Gondor is a bastion of hope against the looming shadow of Mordor. Its disciplined armies, comprised of valiant infantry, skilled archers, and mounted knights, stand as a shield for all free peoples. Guided by noble stewards and captains, the Gondorians hold fast to their traditions, unyielding in their duty to protect the realm and its legacy. And we can see all of our cultural bonuses there as well. So let's move on. And for me personally, I actually think this guy looks great, so I'm going to be staying with him. And now, what kind of character are we going to play? Because that's the question here. I don't know. I actually have a bit of a tough time on our hands here. I think we're probably going to be going for polearms, so that's what we'll do. We'll go for, actually we're going to be going for, I think, sword and shield, and then a polearm / lance / spear kind of guy. I think that sounds pretty good. So if we can go for a one-handed... Ooh, riding and polearm. Actually, never mind. Let's go for riding and polearm. That sounds pretty good. Riding and steward. Oh, one-handed and polearm. That actually seems insanely good. Okay, yes. We will do one-handed and polearm. And here we go. Riding and polearm. Look at this. This is absolutely insane. The ability to literally get riding and polearms as well. There isn't anything else that I really want. I mean, I could get polearm and one-handed if I wanted to, but no, we are going to do riding and polearm here. There we go. Oh yeah, we're looking great already. We're looking absolutely fantastic. One-handed and two-handed, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to try, if I can, to be as effective as possible with our character creation choices. Do we want Charm and Steward? I think we probably want Charm and Steward. Should I play a Steward-based character this time? Steward is indeed an intelligence-based thing. I'm a little bit worried about that, to be honest. Obviously, our renown is going to be a little bit lower, I guess. We could do leadership. Leadership would probably be exceedingly good. Polearm bows. No, I'm not going to use a bow, I don't think. We'll do Charm and Steward. We'll do Charm and Steward because we do need Charm for tournaments to actually start paying off really, really nicely. And also, there are a huge number of new settings that I'm going to show you that are now part of the mod and that weren't part of it beforehand. So, we'll start at age 40. And we are just going to pick the bear, because that's what we do. Oh, wow, loads of colors. Loads of colors. Okay, let's actually just pick something that actually looks cool, because I'm looking... It looks very garish at the moment. Let's actually just change it around a little bit here. I'm not entirely sure. Should we go for a blue? Should we go for a sort of Gondorian blue kind of thing? I'm not entirely sure if we can... Ah, maybe there is something. Oh, wow, these are bright. These are a bit too bright. Oh, yes. Oh, a dark royal blue. I think that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, let's go for something like this. That sounds pretty nice. And we'll obviously call ourselves Bertild, because what else? Right, what else? Then we'll go for Bruce. All right. So, let me see. Bannerlord. Is there anything else that I want to do here? Auto-allocate clan member perks. I generally could do this, or I could... You know what? I'm actually, usually I enable this every single time because I'm a bit lazy, but also I kind of like seeing what the AI decides to do. But this time around, I'm actually going to be managing our companions a little bit. Usually I don't do that, of course. So, let's begin. Alright, so here we go. We start at Minas Tirith, and as far as I could tell, there does seem to be, in this new version, a little bit of a texture issue here. I could very well be just having this myself. This literally just could be a problem that is associated with my installation and the way that I've done it, or it could just be something that is going to be fixed as time goes on in the development. Because obviously we got to bear in mind, while this is a much more advanced version of the mod, it is still in active development. You have to remember this every single time. Otherwise, we're not going to be, fair to the effort and the passion that has gone into it so far. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to be getting our 2% increased damage with polearms while mounted. Absolutely terrible perk, but that's what we're going to take. There we go. Now, there are a bunch of new icons as well, as you can quite clearly see here, which I very much appreciate. I like the roguery one especially. I think this looks very, very cool. And otherwise, let me see. What do we want to go for? Well, I do want to try to get +3 renown when a tournament is won. Tournaments are much, much better, dependent on how you, how you spec your character, of course, and dependent on what your settings are and all that stuff. So yeah, it should be pretty good. I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to get a whole bunch in this. I'm not probably going to be going for any ranged whatsoever. Let's go for another point in one-handed here as well. And apart from that, we do need one in medicine, obviously. We do need one in medicine because that's going to make a huge difference to us. I'm actually wondering, I think I will probably get a companion to do scouting. I don't think we're going to be doing scouting. And we want leadership a little bit. Yes, we want, well, kind of. The problem is we're not really going to be taking that many prisoners because we're not really going to be fighting against Gondor, are we? So it doesn't really make much sense for us to take Stout Defender or anything like that. However, it would be very, very useful for us to get Famous Commander, which is skill level 100. So I think we will get 1 point in leadership as well. I'm just trying to maximize our gains as much as we possibly can here. We could be the steward. We could be the steward in our party this time around. It might make sense. Maybe. I don't really want to go super hard on that just yet. Let's actually go for a little bit in vigor here. And let's get a little bit more in athletics because I am probably going to be doing a handful of tournaments, I suppose. We should probably remember that we are going to be getting an endurance point as well as a vigor point from athletics, right? So from athletics, that means that we can just go for 6. We could just go for 6 vigor, 6 endurance, and then we're going to be completely fine there. If we were to go for smithing, then obviously smithing is going to make a big difference too. However, I don't think I'm going to go for smithing this time around. So with that, that means that I should probably spec into one of these things. I think I'll go for endurance because generally athletics really does need to level up quite quickly. So we're just going to do that. All right. So let me just very quickly go in here and actually recruit some people because we can obviously do that straight away. We start with 4,000 gold, which is actually quite staggeringly nice. And I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do here because, as you know, or may not know, dependent on if you've seen the previous series. By the way, if you do want to see the previous series, there will be playlists in the description, and you can just click on those and it will take you right there, where we experience the wonders and joys of playing as an Uruk and an Elf, respectively. And otherwise, we actually leveled up. Okay, yeah, that's great. Let's get another point of athletics. That sounds pretty cool. And what we're going to do... Okay, we're wearing a robe right now. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what we are going to get, because I ideally want to try to get as many infantry and cavalry as possible. Now, the question is, am I going to need war horses to be able to level these cavalry up? I don't know whether the modding team has disabled that particular prerequisite, and I hope that they have, but that's just a personal preference on my part. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, so we've got these Lamadon guys here, and they're going to level up into two-handed or shield fellows. Okay, yeah, well, right now, it doesn't really matter too much, because what I want to do is I actually want to show you the mod options. Okay, so these mod options are absolutely amazing. These are the kinds of options you really want to see in every single mod. it is absolutely fantastic, because what you can do is you can change every single thing about the bandit settings. So you could change bandit density, how many hideouts, how many times they, well, should we say how many hours they have to flee before they turn and fight, how many bandit parties should be on the map at any one time, and obviously, you know, various other parties, you know, max parties per hideout, so on and so on and so on and so on. And this is what you could do. You could literally customize every single thing about the bandits. This is just one portion of the extra settings, by the way. Bandits, as well as everything else, can be customized. It's actually very, very impressive. So we have bandit density multiplier. This basically multiplies all bandit spawn values, as you can see right here. I've increased it to 1.5 just purely because I want there to be loads of bandits, and I could only assume that that's the way to go. You can see here, you can also change the maximum age. The Middle Earth default is 300, and to become old age, it's 100. So when players become old, you know, get it? And then otherwise we have battle settings. You can see here what I have selected. We have a global movement speed multiplier, which in my opinion is extremely cool, because what that does is it increases the movement speed multiplier for all parties, player and AI. And this is recommended for large custom maps, exactly, which is exactly what we have here. So right now we have 90% faster. It's 90% faster right now, and we can increase it even further. I'm going to leave it on what the default is for the Tales from the Age of Men, because I'm a little bit wary. Okay, I'm a little bit wary of that kind of stuff. Also, as you can see, they added an option to disable stamina, so you don't even need a mod that removes stamina nowadays. You can literally just be very, very comfy in the knowledge that you can, if you want to do smithing, they support you, because let's face it, the stamina system, it sucks. It sucks pretty hard. Anyway, yeah, we got the damage display obviously here. I'm just going to leave all of that the way it is. We have the diplomacy screen here. You can see how early Isengard attacks and the latest that they can attack. And then obviously they have momentum here. Then you have the food management and so on, making sure that people are having, well, you can see here, making sure that AI settlements don't starve. Because obviously if they starve, it's going to be, well, I mean, to be fair, them starving is absolutely fine, but obviously because the mod is very customized, and a lot of the various fiefs sometimes don't have a huge amount of villages, and if they don't have a lot of villages, they might not be able to feed themselves, and so they're just going to be perpetually starving, which is obviously not the greatest thing. So having this setting really makes a difference with that. You also have messengers. There is a messenger system, so you can send people messages, which is extremely nice. That means that you can talk to them without being right in front of their face, which I very much appreciate. Then you also have reinforcements. Now, this is actually really, really interesting to me, because I don't think I've ever seen this before, but basically, this allows reinforcements to arrive. It takes 3 days for reinforcements to arrive. I don't know actually what this means, to be honest, because reinforcements, it says, allows requesting reinforcement troops via the messenger system. So you can technically get... That's actually insanely cool. So you can literally call for reinforcements. Max troops per request, you get 20. Yeah, that's actually really quite insane. And then you have conversation recruits. I also don't know what this means. We're going to obviously explore the mod as much as we possibly can, and we're going to see what all these settings do. Then you obviously have the tier costs. You can customize these however you like. This is exactly what I've always been talking about. Mods and games in general should always literally just give you so many customization options so that you can decide yourself how you personally want your gameplay experience to be. I think that that is the way to go every single time. Now, this is the tournament setting, and you can see here the arena experience multiplier. I literally did not change this 100 at all. I didn't change. This was the default setting. The one thing I did change is the tournament bet. It was, I think it was on, was it on 2,000, 1,500? I actually can't remember what it was on now, but I increased it slightly. And I also increased the end experience multiplier and the experience multiplier in general. I think I doubled it, or I think I just made it from 1 to 2 and from 3 to 4. That's what I did. Because I generally, personally like tournaments to go a little bit quicker and to, you know, give yourself a little bit of extra boost. Just a little bit of an extra boost. So, yeah, otherwise, The question remains, are we going to be able to move around really, really fast without getting absolutely murdered? Yeah, I think we will be able to. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, careful. Are these guys actually going to murder me if I go in here versus them? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Okay, come on now. Let's just go in here real fast. That was actually really, really close. Okay, let's be a little bit careful here. What we're going to do is I'm going to buy a horse because we're going to need one, right? We're going to need one. It's extremely, extremely important. And we are going to get a polearm as well if I can. Whoa, that's a big, big polearm. Okay, no, I can't even afford these things, unfortunately. So we're not going to have a polearm. Oh, dear. Oh, no. I thought I'd actually start with one, but unfortunately we did not. So, yes, this is going to be kind of interesting. Oh, we don't have any food either, so I am actually going to have to purchase some. So let's buy, yeah, I think that should be enough, right? Yeah, 32 days. So what I'm actually going to do before we leave here is I think I'm actually going to purchase a saddle horse, a couple of saddle horses, shall we say. Oh, yeah, we're moving so much faster right here. This is actually crazy good. Yeah, look at that, look at that. Okay, no, now we're starting to have a problem. So let me actually just make sure. I don't want to get any kind of herding problem, right? But obviously what we're going to do is we're going to continue... we are going to continue recruiting people. So there is that to, you know, take into account. All right. So I spent another 1,000. Not entirely sure if that's a particularly good idea, but let's actually just wait here for some time because I don't really want to get murdered by these bandits right now, because we are obviously going to need more people to fight them. As you can see, Denethor came in there and actually took care of some of those criminals. Yes, we very much appreciate that, don't we? Okay, so yeah, these fellows are gonna be a bit annoying, aren't they? Maybe we should have gone to the... no, there we go. Okay, I can get a couple more. Let's actually go... Wait. There's a village right here. Why didn't I see that? I'm an imbecile. Well, there you go. All right, let's move on. Let's try and see if we can get to a decent area. I'm actually not entirely sure which place is really, really good. I think someone said... maybe... Is it southeast? Was it southeast or was it southwest? I actually can't remember now. I think it's... I'm going to have to actually check that. Alright, so I've arrived in a town with a tournament available. Yes, and this is indeed Dol Amroth, which someone actually mentioned in the comments as having extremely powerful, heavy cavalry. And it might be really, really fun to try to level those up if we can actually find them, because I think we just had regular troops available here. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to go. But as you can see, we can bet every single... I can literally bet every single little bit of money I have. Do we literally want to... Do we want to go for it? Do we want to go all in? Do we actually want to go all in? You know what? Let's do it. I'm going all in right here. Let's go. I have 100% faith that I will be able to not win this. Potentially. Okay. Oh, wow. That was actually insane. Oh, no. These guys have such good armor. Oh, this is bad. Oh, I've got to go for thrusts. I have to go for thrusts. Oh, dear. Oh, this is bad. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this, friends. Okay, so the main problem we're going to have here is the fact that these fellows are literally in some of the, well, most protective armor that they possibly could be in. And this is going to be an issue because I will not be able to... Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. Okay, I was kind of... Oh, wait. We might be all right. Okay, yes, kill him. Thank you. Yes, good work, sir. Good work. You too, fella. Oh, wow. I'm actually surprised. Okay, that was actually incredible. I really thought that they were going to gang up on me or something like that, but no. That was very, very surprising. Okay, here we go. All right, this is gonna be dangerous. I need to go for the helmet. Oh no. Oh no, my teammate is amazing. Oh, my teammate. Oh, I'm amazing, maybe. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we're seemingly doing very, very nicely right here. I have a very cool cape. Okay, here we go. What? He just let me do that? Okay. Oh, careful. Okay, yeah. So now, here's the thing. It seems to me torso armor is amazing for these guys. So we really do not want to hit the torso if we can help it. We want to hit the head as much as we possibly can. And, oh, no, 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 don't get killed, sir. No, 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 do not. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. Whew, that was a bit close. That was a bit close for my liking, but there we go. We survived the final round. We got 8,400 gold. Obviously, we only got 3 renown for that, which is very sad. But hopefully, we will be able to get that extra charm skill perk relatively soon, and then we'll be able to get an additional 3, which is always very nice. And apart from that, we now have a little bit of extra cash, don't we? Yes, we now have a little bit of extra cash. So I now have 18 out of the 22 that I currently have available in the capacity of our army. I have 8 renown at the moment. And hopefully, we're going to be able to fight some bandits. I am going to very much hope that we'll be able to... Wait a minute. Ooh, Gondor Spear. I can literally buy a Gondor Spear right now. It has... actually pretty decent stats. Pretty decent stats. Don't tell anyone. Okay, let me see. Oh, do we want... Oh, yes, we could actually buy one of these as well. Swan Knight Sword. Oh, yes, a Swan Knight Sword. That sounds fun. But I'm going to buy the spear for the moment. And we have a Knightly Arming Sword as our only weapon at this point. We also have an axe that we could potentially use. The question is, do I want to sell the Knightly Arming Sword for cash? I think we might. Yes, we might. I don't know, actually, because here's the thing. We kind of need a one-handed, don't we? We kind of need a one-handed, and the question is, do we want to use the axe or not? I'm thinking right now that probably not is the answer to that. Do I want a helmet? That's the question. I think we do. Whoa, we got some very... Look at this stuff right here. I want this. I want this. 220,000. Wow, 220,000. That is actually kind of incredible. Okay, do I have enough money to be able to buy something that can dramatically increase my survivability? And there is. There we go. Slightly better, right? Yeah, you kind of. King's Pauldrons. I could also get that if I wanted to, but yeah, I don't have enough money for it. I don't think. Yes, I don't think so. But I am looking forward to going into a fight with some bandits here, because we desperately need to start leveling our troops, because otherwise we're going to have some problems actually facing anyone of note once the war actually begins. Alrighty, here we go. Let's go into a battle against these criminals here. We almost had a bit of a problem there where we had some people from, other criminal bands actually try to attack us, but no, we should be absolutely fine here. What we're going to do is, considering I'm probably not going to be running around on foot that much, I'm going to go for well-built. Usually I really like well-built anyway. It really makes a huge difference to your overall... capabilities, or at least I feel like it does. And we could probably go... Should we go for some more charm skill? More charm skill? Does that actually make that much difference? I don't know. It feels to me like that might be a bit of a waste. Do we want to go for steward skill? I'm actually not entirely sure, to be honest, because here's the thing. A companion can very easily do steward skill without it really benefiting you that much. I always feel like going for medicine skill is so much better as the player character, but I could be, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. Anyway, we'll go for some more athletics. As I said, we do want to try to get those attribute points as fast as possible. Let's see what else we can get here. We could go for wrapped handles, or we could go for basher. I think we'll go probably for wrapped handles, because that does give us plus 30 to one-handed skill to infantry troops in our formation, and as we've seen, being the captain of your own formation is extremely effective. So I think that's probably what we'll do, because Basher, it only provides you with a minus 4% damage taken by infantry while in a shield wall formation. A little bit too specific for my liking, so wrapped handles is the way to go. There we are. All right, let's move on in versus the criminals. Stop right there, criminal scum. Exactly. Okay, and we can actually use this on horseback as well, which is very cool. So let's actually see how we do. Because I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to get a couple of kills. But the question is, am I going to die very quickly if I head in there right now? I'm thinking yes. Or not. Oh, what? Okay, that was pretty nice. Oh, I like that. Can I have some more of that, please? Please, sir, may I have some more? That's what it seems like to me. Yes. Wow, that's some pretty massive damage. This spear is looking very, very nice. Okay, yes, we're getting hit in the face. I very much like getting hit in the face by a rock. Yes, please do that again, Mr. Criminal. That sounds absolutely perfect, doesn't it? Yes. Did we actually... What? We killed him with charge damage? That's so funny. Alright, I certainly wasn't expecting that. Yeah, my forces should absolutely destroy these guys. I mean, really, there isn't anything that I can really... there's nothing that I can really do to fail this, to be honest. This is exactly what I'm talking about, though. Do you see how damaging this polearm is? That's the reason why I've consistently said that I really, really love the Gondor Elite Pikemen. I think that they're actually really good. And obviously, in the new version of the mod, Gondor got a revamp. They got a bit of a reworking, a bit of an improvement. So I am even more excited because of that. Okay, so there we go. Unfortunately, we didn't really get that much of a level up. So it looks to me like we will maybe have to do more tournaments. It feels like we should probably do more tournaments, or we should do larger bandit fights, because you could see here, none of my people actually leveled up. Because, I mean, to be fair, all of these guys are tier 2, right? They're all tier 2, so they all level from tier 2, so not from tier 1. And it does take a lot longer to level those guys up. So let me actually just take a quick look. How long does it actually take? It takes 1100. 1100. 1100. Okay, so basically they all take 1100 to level up, which I think is pretty decent, to be honest, considering we only went in against one band of criminals. So it should be pretty easy for us, and hopefully we will be able to chase after these guys. There we go. Nice. Look at that. We catch up with these fellows really, really nicely and fast, too, which I personally really enjoy because, no offense, but the base game has that issue where if the bandits or caravan or villagers or whatever is really, really fast, you can infinitely chase them and they will never, ever get caught, which is definitely something that I personally really, really despise. I'm not a big fan of that whatsoever. I actually really, really like the way that this mod is handling the bandit situation, because I mean, no, do you actually want to chase after bandits for 5 minutes? You know, maybe even infinitely, like I said. I mean, it very much depends, obviously, where you are and your geography and the location of where they are and so on. But, you know, I feel like it just makes a huge difference to have something that prevents them from just running away so many times. There we go. Big damage coming in right there. 193 damage. That's absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, because I am wearing basically a robe, I am taking a lot of damage here, even from stones, which I'm not a big fan of, but good damage right there. Good damage. Oh, massive, massive. Went right through them. Absolutely perfect. Love that. And we can also do a little bit of damage coming in from the side. Hopefully take out the rock throwers as much as possible. I should probably, you know what? Should I get some points in tactics? I think I should probably get some points in tactics. That sounds like a pretty good idea to me. And indeed, we are gaining some additional levels here as well. Now, that's the thing. I have not changed the experience gain, by the way. There's no slider for that in the mod options or anything like that. I haven't changed the experience gain, so we're just gaining experience completely normally right now. And what do we have here? Okay, yes. You do need mounts, as you can see right here. You do need mounts. But the question is, what do they become? They become Gondor Knights, which are, all intents and purposes, not that strong. As you can clearly see here, they are not that strong. However, if you want cavalry very, very early on, you could go for that. For me personally, I am going to be going for the Guards of the Citadel, I think. I'm actually not entirely sure. I think... yeah, actually, yeah, no. I will go for the Fountain Guards, I think, because they actually have... they actually have spears, whereas the Guards of the Citadel are just pure infantry, yeah, as in, like, you know, pure sword and board. And so, yeah, we'll do that. We're not going to really be going for that many archers or anything like that either. So, yeah, I think that sounds pretty decent. But, yeah, otherwise what we need to do is we actually need to get some people injured. So I actually need my forces to get injured a little bit so that they can start leveling up my medicine skill, because my medicine skill is going to take an infinitely large amount of time for anything like that to happen. So we're just going to send them in here, even though I am actually with someone else, which is kind of annoying. Not entirely sure why he came in there, but, you know, that's just how it goes. I'm kind of hoping that maybe we'll be able to find a bandit hideout quest. Okay. Hello. We got very, very lucky right here. Okay. Hello there, sir. Yes, you have. You have this. Very good. Okay. Yes, we will do this. We will do it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Maybe these guys are going to be very, very dangerous. It is the Haradrim, so I am not... I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I'm going to just chase after these criminals for a second. Unfortunately, I'm just going to let them go because this vassal wants to fight them at the same time, and we're basically not going to get anything for it, unfortunately. We maybe can chase after this guy. Oh no, careful. Ooh, okay, those raiders almost had our number right there. Okay, so, what? You see that? You see those bandits? Okay, that is a huge amount of bandits right there. I'm just going to auto-resolve this just so that I can get some medicine skill, like I said. And yeah, there we go. Okay, what is going on here? What is going on here with these Haradrim? Wow, okay. Yeah, let's be very careful. Let's be very, very careful because I could die extremely, extremely quickly. Yeah, so we are obviously getting Isengard's declaration of war relatively soon. Whoa, okay. Let's be really... Oh dear. That is this slightly big issue. Okay, we can run. That's okay. What? Okay, this is not what I anticipated when I said I wanted more bandits. Okay, there's actually two. Okay, wait. Do you think we can handle these guys? I think we can handle them. Okay, let's try to. I'm at 65. I'm at 65% HP. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to have a good time here, but okay. 25% chance of dismounting enemy cavalry with a heavy hit. I think that's probably what we're going to take. Yep. We can get some more riding skill here as well. Let me see. Probably going to go for veterinary. That sounds good in my opinion. Okay, so we got one more focus point. What do we want to get? I think we should go for medicine skill, actually. You know what? I'm going to go for medicine skill again. I actually really, really appreciate going for medicine. Yeah, let's go in. So it's going to be a huge outnumbered battle. And I don't even know what they're about. I don't even know what their skills are like. I could have paid another 500. Technically could have done that, you know. Would have been okay. You know, we probably would have been fine to do that. But the problem is... Oh no. Oh dear. This is bad. These guys actually have proper bows. They don't have, you know, those stupid stones. No. Okay, that's actually kind of bad. I'm going to put my guys in a square formation, even though that doesn't really do much. Should I put them in a shield wall, actually? You know what? Shield wall. Let's go for shield wall. I have a bad feeling about this. I need my forces to actually go in there, but I also need them to not, because they're just going to die. Okay, good damage. Nice damage, nice damage. That's what we needed. Oh, we're losing people. Oh, and I'm dead. Okay, we're going to have to try to run away. We're going to have to literally just try to run away here. There's not much we can do otherwise. It's, wow. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to go away here, as it's not going to be enough time for us to do anything there. Okay, so I'm going to try to run to our villages. We can get by. Okay, that's very good. Now, the question is, are they going to take me prisoner? No, they're not. Okay, that's actually really, really good. Okay, very nice. That is all we needed. That's all we needed. We just need to get over here, and then we just need to recruit some people. There we go. Recruit some... Ooh, hello. Dol Amroth, yes, this is what we need. The Dol Amroth pages, they can become extremely powerful. Extremely powerful, as you can see there. Knights of the Silver Swan, very, very cool. Wow, yeah, that would be extremely nice. Okay, so the question is, can I wait here for some time? No, I cannot, not without getting absolutely murdered by these guys. Oh, this guy's running away from me, hilariously enough. Yeah, I'm just going to leave him, to be honest, because, I mean, let's face it, we are literally running around by the skin of our teeth right here. It is, we are hanging by a thread, as it were. Wow. Yeah, loads and loads of people. Okay, now we, oh, wait, what's this? What's this? I think we've seen this before. I'm not entirely sure. Is this new? An assistant at the Prancing Pony in Brie recalls the terrifying moment two figures dressed in all black raided the rooms assigned to a group of hobbits staying at the inn. And luckily the party was not present during the attack. Unsure of its importance, the assistant notes that the same figures had come to the inn just days prior, asking for a Baggins. He turned them away due to an uneasiness he felt about them. The raid at the Prancing Pony, of course. Alright, so yeah, obviously preventive medicine is going to be extremely, extremely powerful for us, and we really desperately need that. We really, really do. Now, where is the quest? Okay, the quest is over there. Oh, can I get this way? Can I go through here? No, I cannot. Okay, that is very unfortunate. I'm not entirely sure. It can't be the... It can't be my settings that have caused the craziness to occur. Has it? Is it my settings that have literally caused that? I don't think so, because I only have 1.5 additional spawns, which is not that much, all intents and purposes, so shouldn't be too bad. Let's just try and get some more people from here. Wow, okay. Yeah, I didn't expect to be on the receiving end of such crazy, crazy damage. But I guess I should have, yes. Once we saw all of those Haradrim Raiders coming out of nowhere, boom, 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 yes, we were just like, yeah, okay, let me get out of there. That was very dangerous. Okay, so the question is, do I want to go in here and auto-resolve this?
Yeah? What do you...
Oh, wow, okay, I don't think... Oh, wow, okay, I'm not entirely sure if I can even survive this, to be honest. Okay, I have 20% HP. Let me just... Wait. We can level up a couple of people. Can we get some more, actually? Because we are really, really close to actually dying here. It would be nice if we could survive at least a little bit, but you could see already that they have done a fantastic job in increasing the amount of bandits that you can indeed find on the map. And to be honest, I think that's great. Even if I am getting absolutely destroyed, I think that's actually fine, because all intents and purposes, obviously, there are some issues with having so many bandits because the, well, the bottlenecks, the natural bottlenecks associated with the geography, they are going to be a little bit dangerous. But for me personally, I actually really like this. I like the way that this is done, because it just generally makes it possible for you to have some really, really cool moments, potentially. I'm going to send my people in. I'm going to send my people in really, really badly here, because I'm going to need the distraction. I need the distraction for them to come in. I'm going to come in from the side, try to do as much damage as possible. What was that? What is that in the air there? I don't know. Okay, well, whatever the case, let's do this. Oh, that was bad. Oh, no, well, we're fine. I mean, I think there's very, very little way that we can lose this. Yeah. We cannot lose this. We can lose against the Haradrim, but we can't. There's no way we can lose against some random looters. But yeah, obviously we did end up losing a couple of people, but that's okay, because we got 3.8 renown, which is pretty decent, and we can also get a lot of loot. So we are really desperately going to need to find a town. We need to find a town straight away. Let's actually wait. Are you? No. Are you serious? These guys, they are taking advantage so dramatically right here. Okay, let's move over to Dol Amroth itself. These guys are actually running away from me, or? I don't think so. No, I don't think they were. I think they are actually attempting to attack me right there. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. Yes, as you can see, look at this. Gondor Elite Pikeman. And who's this? Who's this guy? What's he good at? Oh, he's good at a whole bunch of things. He's actually really, really good. He's got 160 in tactics. He has 200 in leadership. He actually has engineer. He has 140 in steward. We're going to have to get this guy, all right? We're going to have to get this guy. I'm not entirely sure how expensive he is, but hopefully he's not that expensive. So let's have a look. 1,700. Oh, I need this guy actually really, really badly. I feel like he would be an exceptional addition to our party, but the way it is right now, I don't have enough. Do I have enough cash? Maybe I will after I sell a little bit of things here. I do need this shield as well. Should I buy this shield? Let's buy this shield. The spear is... Wait. The spear is two-handed? No, it can be used as a one-handed as well. Okay, that's good. Okay. So let's actually see here. Let me just sell... let me just pick these up, of course, first. And we don't have any cloaks or anything like that. Okay, that's absolutely fine. We're still getting 2,000, which is fantastic, even with buying the shield, which is really, really good. And do I have enough food? 13 days worth, not great. What about now? 20. What about now? 27. Okay, yeah, so I guess that's fine. Let's go for... Should I go for one hunter horse? Let's go for one hunter horse just to move ourselves a little bit quicker on the map. And that's it. There we go. Do we have any extra people? I'm going to wait here for some time, obviously, because we do want to try to get our HP back. And then we're going to be going over to the hideout and trying to complete the quest. It's going to be a bit troublesome, though. The horsemen of Rohan exclaim their concern over the bands of Orc prowling the Westfold, leaving their king, Theoden, and his court distressed. Well, yes, we obviously are very distressed about that. Orcs are never good, especially when they are good. Sometimes. It depends. But I'm very much hoping that we're going to be able to recruit some people from here as well. A low groaning wail from deep in Fangorn Forest accompanies the sounds of trees falling. While listening more intently, the noises seem to be those of ancient agony over the deforestation that is occurring. Obviously, Isengard is, felling a lot of trees in that area. Okay, so we will recruit all of these guys. And did we actually level up a little bit? Yes, we did. Fantastic. Oh, yes, this is perfect. Very, very nice. Okay, so we've done all of that. I did level up my leadership skill as well, which is really, really good. And how many days do I have left? 24 days. Okay, that's actually really, really fine. And the one thing that we need to do, in my opinion, is actually clear out this other hideout here. I think that's probably going to be our first... our first attempt, I guess, at trying to clear out something, because here's the thing. What I ideally want to do is I want to destroy this hideout, try to gain as much experience, as many levels as possible while doing this. And then we are hopefully going to be more proficient when we go into the next area. Or shall we say the next bandit hideout. And that's kind of the deal. Oh dear. Okay, fine. Apparently I will need some assistance, friends. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to do it by myself, because I mean, look at these guys. They're actually not that good. They have, relatively average armor and stuff like that. So, for me personally, I feel like I shouldn't have to worry too. Oh, that is some nice damage right there. Wow. Okay, yeah. This is exactly what I was talking about. This polearm, specifically, absolutely amazing. This is the reason why the Gondor Elite Pikeman, I have always felt, has a load of damage potential. They really, really do. Thankfully, my forces are capable of some amazing things. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Look at it. 112 damage to the head. And I don't even have the perk that increases damage to headshots with the polearm yet, which is going to be amazing. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go against a shielded target, but this is obviously not the point. The point is obviously to do as much damage as possible whenever the shield is not there. Don't shoot me, sir. Don't shoot me. I'm going to hide behind this guy. There we go. Nice. It's actually hilarious how we're able to do so much damage just because we have this polearm. It's great. And this is not even a polearm that you could consider overpowered or strong in any way. It is just a solid weapon. Very, very fun to use as well. Because I obviously did not smith this, I didn't smith this. I didn't find this in some, legendary weapon cache or anything. No. This is just a standard weapon, but very effective. Very, very effective. Obviously, if you hit in the face, if you hit them in the face, then it is very, very good. Like that. Boom. Instant kill. Love it. Absolutely love it. And we're also leveling up our athletic skill very, very nicely too. Let's try to avoid getting shot in the face as well. Nice. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. 50 athletic skill now. And... oh, he lowered his shield just at the wrong moment. That was really unlucky for him. Alright. I'm obviously going to have a bit of a problem with the bandit leader. I'm not entirely sure if I'm even going to do a fight with the bandit leader. I'm going to take a look at his armor first of all, because his armor specifically is really going to be the entire... that's the entire deal. We have to check that, because if his body armor is extremely high level, oh, it does look kind of... it does look kind of good. Yeah, it does look kind of good, but I'm not entirely sure if we're even going to be able to achieve victory against this many people. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'll do the duel, okay? I'll do the duel. I am very, very unlikely to win this. Oh, no, I lowered my shield just at the wrong moment. Alright, so we've arrived at the other bandit hideout that we need for the quest. Obviously, it's probably a good idea that we get the huge fail out of the way first, and then we... unfortunately experienced a crash. Alright, so I have no idea what actually caused the crash. There was no pop-up whatsoever from BetterExceptionWindow or anything like that, so it just literally went straight to desktop. So I assume it's something to do with me, something to do with that, I don't know. But so far, as you can see, it's the standard bandit hideout, so I don't know why it would have caused anything, any kind of problem there. But yeah, anyway, we're going to do this. I'm going to tell my forces to charge in. There is no reason to be too hesitant about this. And murder. Oh no, that was not enough murder for me. That was not enough murder for my liking. Nice, 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 nice block. Yes. Oh, these guys actually don't really have much, but look at how much damage they did to me just now. Really, very, very good. Do some damage. Nice. There we go. That's what we like to see. I need to get to 75. I'm going to try to get to 75 as best as I can. Let's try to avoid getting murdered by the javelins. I'm going to actually use my shield. I know I switched away from my shield to try to do more damage, but funnily enough, this spear is so good, I think you could probably use it as a one-handed and probably still do very, very decent damage. Let's actually try that out, though, to be honest, because I think we've only used it a little bit like that. I think it's very good as a two-handed, because that's what the pikemen use, obviously. Try not to hit the shield, please. Okay, 61 damage. I'm not entirely sure what I hit there, but I'm pretty sure I didn't hit the head. So, yeah. I'm going to assume that we're going to need to do that to inflict any kind of major hits. And maybe, just maybe, I'm going to be a little bit careful here. I'm just going to crouch behind this for a real quick second. Just let my forces go a bit closer. Nice damage. Nice damage. He's dead. And now we can maybe do some damage to this fellow too. Nice! There we go. There's the headshot. And that's exactly what we want to see. Every single day of the week. Thank you very much. And we will probably be okay to deal with these guys. The question is, am I going to be able to achieve victory versus the bandit boss? Because as we saw, it wasn't... Never mind, that didn't happen, actually. That didn't happen, okay? That was completely... I don't really mind, to be honest. I think that's funny. Yeah, okay, so we'll definitely try to duel him again. But the question is, do we have the ability to win? I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, there's only two. Oh, look, he's only got 2 lackeys. Maybe I should just go for... No, you know what? Let's do the redemption. We have to do the redemption, don't we? We have to duel him. We have to try to, shall we say, make ourselves seem very strong in the eyes of our people. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be... I'm actually nervous about this now. Ooh, now that was some big damage. Nice. Whew. Okay, I was worried. I was worried there. And I know, you can technically kick to lower their guard, but whenever I do that, I always get murdered, so I always try to avoid that sort of stuff. Anyway, 6.4 renown, very, very nice indeed. We got some highwaymen as well. They're going to sell for a pretty decent amount, in my opinion. And we're going to go for pikemen We're going to go for pikemen pretty much all the time here. And look at this. We can also upgrade our fellows into the Dol Amroth Knights, which I think we're probably just going to do. It seems like every single person along the Dol Amroth troop line is really, really good. So, yeah, I'm going to just level those up into Dol Amroth Knights. Wow, I cannot believe we actually have some of them already. That is really, really nice. And we also have some spears available here as well. We got some better horse armor. Got some better boots. Better gloves. Not bad, not bad. And I believe that is it. Yeah, I really want that companion. I really want that companion. So I think what we're going to do, considering I made 3,000 just now, we are going to make our way back to Dol Amroth. He's all the way back there. I can only hope he's still there. If he isn't there, we're going to have a huge problem because he actually had 140 in Steward, which is actually kind of insane. So it would be amazing if we could do that. I have to be very careful of all these raiders around here, but that's okay. We're getting a lot stronger now. Those using the fords of Eisen for travel report on its sudden decrease in water levels and flow. Upon further investigation, the disturbance seems to come from the north, near Isengard. In other words, they're redirecting the river, I believe, aren't they? Something like that. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Is he here? Yes! He's still here. Absolutely perfect. Okay. He does have the steward skill, right? He's got 200 in leadership. That's actually crazy. Yeah, he has 140 in steward. Okay, we are going to get him. We are going to get him. There we go. Very nice. Let's sell the prisoners. 650. Very nice. We actually leveled up twice as well, by the way. We could get form-fitting armor, or we could get Fury. In my opinion, we're probably just going to be getting Fury, because most of the time when we are a captain, we want our forces to just attack really, really quickly and do a lot of damage and take very little damage, right? Movement speed is not really that much of an issue. So I'm going to go for Fury here. And I think I'm actually not entirely sure. I think we'll go for another point in leadership here. And maybe charm skill's probably not going to be the way to go. Steward, I actually wasted a point in Steward now. Actually, was it really a waste? Well, not really a waste that much, because Frugal is kind of decent, as you can see, minus 5% wages, but obviously that's only if we are the quartermaster, which is we are not. We are not the quartermaster. So let's go for some more medicine skill, considering we are sucking so badly at leveling that for some reason. Anyway, here he is. Does he have decent stuff? Because I could equip him. I could equip him with some things. He's actually using a Rohan spear, and the spear is actually much better than what we have available for him, which is very amusing. Let's see what else he has here. He's got some bad gloves. Give him a better hat. There we go. Yeah, that's going to be all I can really give him. I don't think I have a shield. Oh, I do have a shield for him. That's nice. Okay, yeah, let's give him a shield. What about a horse? Do we want to give him a horse? I mean, he's actually pretty amazing. So, yeah, I think we will. He's actually really, really strong. I mean, you can see his combat stats as well. His combat stats are literally 200, which I'm just absolutely blown away by that. It's absolutely incredible. He also has 160 in tactics skill. This guy is surprisingly good. And we're going to go for a steward with him. Does he have... He has 140 in scouting as well. So technically, he's also a scout. He can also be a doctor too, because he has 80 in medicine. But I'm actually going to make myself the surgeon here, because even though we only have 10 in it, I think it's better that we try to level it up ourselves. And that's what we're going to do. All right. Now, let's just take a quick look here. I have 55! Oh, that is incredible. Okay, yeah. Get a steward companion early on, and you will not have to worry about party size. Oh, yes. I am dancing all the way over to the village here. Thank you very much. Yes, give me all of your recruits. I will create the strongest Gondorian army that the world has ever known. Well, maybe. Maybe the 5th strongest. I'm not sure. Probably not. Probably the fifth weakest. How about the fifth weakest? That sounds pretty good. Anyway, riders from Rohan are alarmed to find the Dunlendings accumulating outside of Isengard. With such lines being drawn and war growing closer, Theodred orders the preparation of weapons and forces. The threat grows. All right, that's gonna be a problem, isn't it? Yeah, that's gonna be a problem because obviously we've seen the timing. You know, you've seen the timing of what's happening with the war and when Isengard actually wants to attack and everything. So we're gonna have to be very, very aware of that. Okay, we have another quest here. Do we want to do it? What is it? Needs help with brigands. Not entirely sure if I want to help with brigands, to be honest. Yeah, sure, fine. Let's do it. Hunt down 2 bandits, 550 per bandit. I guess that's okay. Considering we have Haradrim Raiders here, I can immediately go in. That's actually super cool. I like this. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We even have the ability to potentially fight them. I think this seems very, very nice. Okay, so now we are going to put this fellow as our captain here. I know that sounds hilarious considering he's mounted and all that stuff, but no, he has to, because look at his bonuses. He has so many bonuses, and he's sticking all of them into our forces. And it's absolutely fantastic. That's really, really good, isn't it? I think that's super fantastic. So, yeah, we will otherwise probably just... I think what I'm going to do, personally for me, I'm just concentrating on leveling my own skills. And I don't really have to worry about my forces here because they are just going to absolutely destroy. I think they're going to be completely fine. I have to be careful about... Yeah, this. I have to be careful about getting shot in the face. Okay, yeah. Should I just tell them to charge, actually? You know what? I'm just going to tell them to charge. We have such a somewhat large advantage. I am just going to try to maximize things a little bit. Ah, yeah. I mean, that's what happens, you see. That's what happens, unfortunately. But it's fine. My forces will be able to easily handle this. As you can see, they are completely and utterly dominating the opponent, which is exactly what you want them to. And there you go. Okay, what did we lose? We did lose one of the Dol Amroth pages, but, I mean, there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. If I die like that, then that's just how it is. What our first port of call is actually going to be is getting better armor. We are going to get better armor. We need to find better armor, otherwise we are just going to die like this every single time we go into a fight. So it's going to be exceptionally important that we do that. Is my guy actually fully spec'd, by the way? Do I actually need to spec him right now or not? Let me actually just take a quick look. No, he's completely fine. Yeah, all of his focus... I don't know why the AI does this, but the AI is so weird when it comes to companions, because they do some stuff like this where they just go, yes, I'm going to put 2 focus points in this, and then two focus points in that, and 2 focus points in this, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense that they have 2 focus points in two-handed, for example. One focus point in bows. You know what I mean? It would be so much better if they would just... I don't know. That's just the random nature of it, I guess, you know? It's just the random nature of how the companion system works. Now, if I can just get into a battle with these guys, I'll be very, very pleased. No. Ah, that's so bad. Okay. Unfortunate that they went out of the questing zone. That is very, very bad indeed. I was kind of hoping that we would be able to catch up with them that much quicker. We seem to be right on top of them, but I don't know. I guess sometimes they are a little bit further away than we think. Let's see if we can do that. With beacons made ready to be set ablaze, the watchful eyes in Gondor notice a large gathering just over the Great River. The stark realization that the time of war has come begins to set in. Okay, come on. Yes, there we go. We got him. Fantastic. Let's just do the auto-resolve there. And I think we're done with the quests. Yes, we are done with the quest. Oh, it wasn't 550 per one. It was actually 550 total. Oh, 550 total. That's not that worth it, in my opinion. Oh, well. I was actually kind of hoping to go into a... yeah, I was actually kind of hoping to go into a battle with this guy. Unfortunately... Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to try this out. I need reinforcements for my army. Infantry units. This is so cool. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to ask for these guys. They'll arrive in 3 days. This is the reinforcement these are the reinforcement settings that we experienced beforehand. Remember where we said, oh yes, it's going to take, you know, this much time to get there, and so on. And so it's going to take 3 days. I actually wonder, what are we going to get? What kind of units are we going to get? I don't know. That's the question. Let's go around here, see if we can get to this town, because I wouldn't mind seeing if there's a tournament going on here. It might be. In the waning days of the Third Age, on this day, a shadow fell upon the free peoples of Middle-earth. Saruman the White, once chief of the Astari and head of the White Council, has forsaken his charge as a guardian of peace. Swayed by ambition and the whispers of a darker power, he has rallied the wild Dunlending tribes to his banner, proclaiming war upon the allied realms of Gondor and Rohan. The horns of battle sound, and the fragile peace of this age shatters. A storm gathers, and the fate of men hangs in the balance. Yes, the shadow of betrayal indeed. And we are, of course, going to be stuck in the middle of it. Okay, get them. Yeah, get those guys. Thank you very much. Okay, nice little auto-resolve there. More medicine skill for me. Thank you. And we are needing some cash. Actually, well, we need cash, we need food, we need all that stuff, so I'm going to be making our way in here. And I would like to find a tournament again, if at all possible, because that would be pretty nice in terms of cash, but it would also be pretty nice in terms of what kind of reward they may give us. Yeah, I think we actually need to give this guy some better stuff too. Funnily enough. There we go. Okay, let me just sort by value here, just to make sure that I'm making all the best moves here for him. Short cloak. I don't think I have a cloak. No, I don't. Wait a minute. Did I just give him better armor than I gave myself? Yes, I did. Well, he is better than I am, so I think I'm literally just gonna... I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it on him for the moment. I think that's probably fine. Let's sell that to 2,000. Very nice. Ooh, large bag of bodkin arrows. Look at that, 1,500. Very nice. Let's sell that too. 4,500 now. And then we can also sell these things as well. 5,500. Very, very nice. And then we can also buy some food. So let's buy a little bit of food there. The question is, do we want to buy some more horses? I think we probably do want to buy some more horses. Let's go for a couple more mules, I guess. And let's go for some hunter horses. That's going to increase our speed quite dramatically, as you can see. And we're still gaining 2,600, which is pretty decent. Considering our wages are quite nice right now, we don't really have to worry too badly. Obviously, as we level up and as they get more powerful, it is going to... skyrocket quite dramatically, but it should be fine, you know? Should be absolutely fine. Okay, here we go. I'm at 31% HP. Shall we go in? Yeah, let's go in. Try to level up a couple of points of polearm here. That's going to be quite fun in my opinion. And let's see if we can get a couple of multi-kills, I guess. Multi-kills do seem to be the best way to level up. Nice. Like that, for example. That's what I'm talking about. And there we go, there we go. Okay, we've actually leveled up our riding skill to 75, as well as our polearm, so we have more perks to spend. Very, very good. And this is the kind of thing that we need to do to affect the battlefield in a significant fashion. And I'm not even talking about this in terms of fighting against looters. I think fighting against looters, we're going to win most of the time anyway, but I'm talking about mostly against Haradrim raiders. They are going to be extremely dangerous if we let them just shoot at us all the time. And obviously, considering the fact that we have been killed by them dramatically, and that's just because of, you know, our low armor skill. But that's okay. We've got another 3 renown. Very nice. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, obviously, the best course of action for us right now is just to farm as much renown, as much cash as possible, and try to level up our troops in a decent and safe manner. I know, it's probably a good idea for us to take a bit of a risk, and we will be doing that, but not just yet. I'd like to get to Clan Tier 1 at least first, or Clan Tier 2, or whatever it is. Let's go for some more Dol Amroth Knights. That sounds pretty fun to me. And my leadership skill is leveling up nicely too. I like it. Alright, so we actually leveled up. We do have an attribute point to spend. I am going to be going for intelligence here because we are going to be going for medicine skill, like I said before. Let's go for a little bit... Should I go for more? Yeah, let's go for some more leadership too. I think that's probably going to make sense. We'll go for combat tips as well. I personally really appreciate combat tips because, as you see here, +1 to troop tiers when recruiting from the same culture. I think that's really strong. And we also want to get +10% thrust damage with polearms because it also provides +30 polearm skill to infantry in your formation. Very strong. And we can also go for nomadic traditions here as well, which would provide us with a +30% party speed bonus if we want that, which I think we do. So let's actually see what that actually even gives us. It might be fantastic because of the global increase. Nomadic traditions 0.09. Okay. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, but you know, it's just it's one of those perks that just provides a pretty minor benefit for the most part. All right, so let's move on over here. We've got some more of these raiders. Okay, we could potentially fight them, I suppose. They're moving at 5.9. We're moving at 6.3, 9.5 now, actually, in the daytime. Very cool. Okay, for some reason, we get to be straight on top of the bandits, but then all of a sudden we have loads of vassals coming out of nowhere trying to interfere in what I'm trying to do. That's not particularly good. No, thank you very much. I'd like to be left alone as best as possible. And you can see here, yes, there we go. That's what we like to see. Okay, let's go in for an auto resolve against these guys. As you see, not much happens here, unfortunately. We don't really get any medicine skill whatsoever because my forces are just, I feel like they're too strong now, aren't they? They seem to be too strong. Let's see if we can, okay, yes, they ran over there. Unfortunate for me, isn't it? Ah, hello. Yes, we can chase them. Come on. Yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. These are the fellows that I want to go in against. We are going to get so much more experience for actually getting kills with them. Unfortunately, I am at 50% HP, and they have every potential to kill me instantaneously. So we have to be a little bit careful. Yes, I'm going to die, aren't I? Oh, no. I thought I was being shot at there for a second, but no, I wasn't. Okay, we can do some damage. Nice. Nice. I went for the headshot there that time. Nice. Good. And I think we should be completely fine now. I mean, the best course of action is just not to die, of course. And we are almost at polearm 100. This is what happens, I suppose, when we have so much, well, learning rate, so many focus points, and really very much helping us a massive amount. And there you go, another 2.1 renown. Very nice and easy right there. I'd like to get to another town because we do have a lot of prisoners, and we do have some various pieces of loot. Ah, here we go. We can actually wear this right now. Obviously, this is not something that I'm going to be wearing for the majority of the series because I obviously want to wear Gondor armor as best as possible and as fast as possible, shall we say. And yeah, well, at the moment we don't currently have the ability to do that just yet. Okay, so this is where I currently am, by the way, and I do need to get, wow, there's a lot of bandits. I actually really like that. I think that's really very nice because you could just go in here and just absolutely murder. Whoa, Isengard literally got a massive defeat on their hands right there. Isengard literally lost every single one of their troops by the looks of things. Wow, that is pretty crazy. We also gained 5 additional reinforcements, as you can see here. And these guys level up from pages into Wardens of Ithilien, which if you obviously want archers, they're great. And then you can also level them up into Fountain Guard nobles. For me personally right now, I think what I'm primarily concentrating on is, as I said to you at the very beginning, I think I mentioned that. If I didn't mention it, then, well, my apologies. But anyway, I kind of want to go for an infantry-based cavalry combination army. I think that's probably going to be the best way to go. I think that's probably going to be the most effective because we're going to then have the ability to do, just utter crushing flanking maneuvers. And I really want to do that. Pelagia sailors, what do they actually become? They become veteran marines. Okay, they are skirmishers primarily. I'm not entirely sure if I really want to get those in comparison to the Dol Amroth guys. So I'm kind of not really looking for them that much. Oh, 34. Yes, thank you very much. Yes. Oh, this is fantastic. This is perfect. All right, here we go. This is the kind of fight that we want to get into. We want to get into so many of these big fights that actually have at least around 30, 40, 50 people. That's the kind of thing we want. Now the question is, am I going to be able to survive? I do have new armor, slightly new armor on, so I am going to take less damage from their bows, which is definitely going to make a huge difference. Let's get these horsemen to actually follow me, because otherwise they're just going to stand there randomly, and it's probably not going to be particularly conducive to their health. So let's just be a bit careful here. Nice damage. Nice. Okay, and let's continue to move. I'm going to actually charge away with these fellows now, because I don't really want them to have any issues. And wow, yeah, we are just getting focused down, but that's okay. That's actually fine, because it's a distraction. And then the enemy is going to charge in, as you can see right there, and they are going to have a huge problem because they don't have their archer support. Well, they do, actually. Never mind. It seems like most of these guys actually do have bows, and they just switch to them. So, yeah, it seems like that's the main issue we're going to be facing here. But that's okay, because look at how much damage we can do. And look at how much experience we get. Ah, no, I really wanted to do some damage there, but never mind. We got shot. Thankfully, I think that if we had our old armor, we would have probably died already. So, there's that. We did gain a level now as well, which is great. Okay, here we go, here we go. Nice, nice. I want to get pole arms to 100 as well, but I highly doubt I'm going to be able to do that in this battle. Very nice. Look at that. Perfect. Wow, that was really good. And we also got 5.2 renown for it. Very, very nice indeed. And we still need to find a town. We still need to find a town, so let's actually do that. Dol Amroth Knight. There we go. And then these things require mounts. Okay, these things require mounts, but the Dol Amroth guys, they don't require mounts. So I am going to be leveling the militiamen into infantry instead. I think that sounds like the best course of action. Going to leave those prisoners for the moment as well. Look at that leadership skill. Beautiful, beautiful leadership skill there. And we can also get better armor. Very nice. I think we can probably get better armor for our friend here as well. Slightly better, at least. And do we have anything else here that we really want to get? No, I don't think so. We're just going to be taking all of the loot, though. Yeah, very, very nice loot from these guys, too. Very much appreciated. Because, let's face it, anytime you fight bandits and you literally, you know, expend quite a lot of energy, effort catching them, and then obviously you're going to have to defeat them, and then you're given, you know, the worst of the worst loot, it's always kind of sad. But this time, no, the Haradrim, the raiders themselves, they definitely pay off pretty dramatically, actually. Very, very nice. Okay, so otherwise, we're going to be making our way over to Pelagia here, because I do need to sell my prisoners, and I also need to sell my loot. We're probably going to be at least getting, I'm kind of crossing my fingers, kind of estimating that we're going to get around, probably around, I want to say 6,000, but I highly doubt it, right? I highly doubt it. Yeah, we don't really have that much in the way of weapons, unfortunately. And we didn't really have anything super amazing here either. We might be able to get something good. Okay, hello. There you go. Never mind. 12,000. We're getting 12,000 for this. Absolutely amazing. That is really very, very good. And what else can I get here? Let's get some fish and let's get some butter. And do I want to buy anything? Is there anything that I want to buy here? I do ideally want to buy armor. But this is going to be insanely difficult, as you can see right here. Look at this. So Swan Knight armor. It would be amazing for us to be able to purchase that, but it's 220,000. We obviously don't have enough just yet to be able to afford it. I could buy something a little bit cheaper, but the question is, do I want to? Could buy this, 4,700. Do we want to buy that for 4,700? I guess, actually, you know what? Yes. Let's do that. Yeah. The reason why I want to do that is because generally, look at what we had before. We had a cloak that gave us 2 body armor or something like that. This gives us 1010, which is just so much better. And it's only, what was it, 7,000 or something like that? So I think that's pretty nice. We're still having 10,000 total in our army here. And we are going to recruit a couple of people. Okay, let's get some Lamadon swordsmen. Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. Let's see. I don't think we want to get anything else here, do we? Maybe, but yeah, let's just sell these guys. Oh, yeah. I want to get the Gondor Elite Pikemen super badly, but they are very expensive, so it's going to be a little bit unlikely that I'll be able to fund their presence in our army at the moment, but hopefully soon enough. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I got a little bit carried away here because I'm just so excited to play as Gondor. I have, as I said at the beginning, I have no idea why, because usually that's not my thing, but yeah, I'm very excited to play as them. And we're going to just go for a sweeping wind here because we're not going to be using a ranged attack. We're also going to be going for a little bit more leadership, I suppose, because medicine skill is going to take an age anyway until we get Doctor's Oath. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. If you want to check out the mod, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.